Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Tonight we welcome a guest panel of fitness experts to help us all do what we have to do, get our mindset right to make the changes we need to do for our wellness. So you definitely hear the conversation. It was a really good one, and look forward to sharing that in a later segment. All right, so I want to run all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, of course, our official website, thestephennightshow.com. And go to our YouTube channel, The Stephen Knight Show, comment and subscribe. We appreciate what you've been doing so far. Again, we're nominated for ATL's Hottest Entertainment Awards for Online Radio Show. Please go to our website, stephennightshow.com, and vote for us. We definitely appreciate you. And this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October is. So ladies, do what you have to do to get checked. And even men, because men get impacted by this too, but obviously more women are impacted. So get your mammograms, do what you gotta do, talk to your doctors. And for those that we lost to this horrible disease, we're thinking of you, and those that are fighting to keep fighting. You got this. All right, our people, my people, how y'all feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. How are you?
I cannot complain. You know, this is actually a really good Monday for me, so I'm very excited. You know, usually.
How are you enjoying the new job, Stephen?
Oh yeah.
Well, the job is great, but we are extremely busy right now.
It's a good thing, right?
Oh, it is. But I mean, like Tuesday last week, I was just overwhelmed because it's so much. And like we have so many openings. We have company-wide, we have over 900 openings. I'm only over the IT, but we just got like 20 on my desk last Tuesday. I'm training a new person. Now, mind you, I've been there 2 months, but the person that recruited me, she actually was on maternity leave. So I had to learn a lot in a short amount of time, but I had a great teacher. So but it's going good. And the good thing about being busy, it makes the day go by faster. You know what I mean? So good. Yeah. All right. Well, our question of the day is, what is something you think is overrated? I'll ask you first, Lynia.
The only thing that comes to mind is the Kardashians. That's all I got. I don't know. What's overrated? I don't know. I don't know. I can't even. Yeah, I'd have to hear everybody else's answers.
All right. What do you think, Chike?
So I can't think of anything at the moment, but I'm still going to take it back a little bit. I'm still a little flabbergasted by this whole Popeye chicken sandwich craze, why everybody was going off fighting and killing one another for these damn chicken sandwiches. Like, seriously, a chicken sandwich? A chicken sandwich. Mm-hmm. I thought that was overrated.
Right. Nayyir?
The first thing that came to my mind was just brand name fashion. Mm-hmm. Brand name fashion. I think it's a bit overrated. Obviously for the industry to make money, but I just think it's all overrated. Too overrated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some of the responses on mind you, social media was down most of the day.
I think El Boogie might have something new now.
Go ahead, Anil.
Alleged IG fitness models.
Mm. They were stressed today.
Some of those
social media was down.
Oh, is that what was it really?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp were all down.
I was trying to check some ads earlier and I couldn't get in. I thought it was just me. Okay.
No, it was worldwide. Everything that's attached to Facebook was affected. Because I texted Steven, I said, I can't even post, bro. Like,
so WhatsApp was down too, wasn't it?
All of it was down, yeah.
Right. Okay.
And Mark Zuckerberg lost $7 billion. Was it 7 billion or 7 million? 7 billion. Well, he lost that much within the time it was
really?
No. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. But he'll recover that.
I'm looking for who cares.
Exactly.
Right. Well, they're under a lot of fire because the whistleblower that worked at Facebook, she's been dropping dimes. And so they think that might have been associated, but some people say Lil Boozy did it because he getting kicked off.
He been getting kicked off. He got kicked off of Instagram again for whatever reason. I don't know why they keep kicking this man off. Like all the stuff that's on social media, and you choose you pick and choose who you want to kick off, and
Right.
you pick and choose how people's algorithms are going. That's why a lot of people complain, especially when it comes to Black Lives Matter stuff and all that stuff. You know, oh yeah, they got some stuff with them.
What killed me? Oh, go ahead, Steve.
No, because they were saying how, you know, if you're gonna silence people like, you know, Donald Trump, he doesn't have a page, but the Taliban does have a page. You know what I mean? So it's like it has to be fair on who you're silencing. What are you gonna say, Nayyir?
It's just what killed me was when Little Boosie came on and was going at. I thought that platform was, how do you say this platform? Vimeo.
Vimeo?
Vimeo, yeah.
That's how I thought you said it too. So when Little Boosie came on talking about and Vimo, get my stuff off your site, and I kept saying, I was thinking, who is he talking about? Vimo. Then I looked in the caption, it said, I said, this man. He don't ever pronounce nothing right.
No.
He a little special.
Yeah.
Well, someone responded, they said Beyonce's overrated. People said my question today is overrated. They like.
Your question of the day is overrated.
They were just joking.
Oh, I was like, how dare they?
And this is
I can see the Beyonce one too. From a marketing standpoint, I can see that.
Someone said the statement, the customer's always right, that's overrated.
I agree.
Oh yeah, that's definitely overrated.
I agree.
Especially now during the pandemic.
Take advantage. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Some people said roller coaster, someone said coffee, someone said lobster, someone said soda. So anyway, tweet us at home, let us know what you think is overrated. Stephen Knight Show, SHO. All right, so you know the BBL surgery is one that celebrities and business moms and business women and moms are undergoing. And doctors say it's the most dangerous cosmetic surgery because you risk the chance of blood getting into, you risk the chance of actually infecting the blood vessel. Well, recently on the Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett-Smith and her daughter, Willow, they both said that they had contemplated. And they're both glad they didn't do it. Willow said she was gonna do it, but then her mom just showed her how you can do it in the gym and get it naturally. Because she said she just wanted a little plump. She didn't want like the big old, but she's glad she didn't. And they actually had the surgeon on there, a doctor, who said he won't even do it. He said now these things that plastic surgeons are trying to do, they're trying to develop technology that will tell you when they're in the muscle. But he said, I don't think that's good enough because some of these very large veins go through fat also. So, because you know it's distributing fat into those areas to make them bigger. So I was kind of shocked that Jada had thought about it, but let me start with you, Lynia. Do you think women, there is this pressure, because everyone's looking the same, you know, the younger rappers and all, they're all looking the same. Do you think there's a pressure to have that, keep that look up?
I think now in the space and time that we're in, there's definitely pressure. Speaking from a personal perspective, and I talk about this with Chike. Now, I always say, I want this fat sucked up out of me. And I'm talking about my belly and, you know, like, you know, stuff like that. But there was a point where I thought about like, well, what if you took out this belly fat and put it in my booty? Just, you know, just plump it up just a little bit more. I've had that thought. And then, you know, when you're on social media now, and I've had these feelings, it's like I'm scrolling and it's like, I see these broads with the same body that are making me feel some type of way about my body. And I'm like, but y'all all look the same. None of you look different. And then there's a price that comes with that because you're only doing it for vain reasons. You're not doing it for a reason of substance. It's not something to save your life. You're doing it for surface purposes only. I still want liposuction. I ain't gonna lie. But you know, as far as that goes, I don't want to build a whole body. You know, I want something that fits me and that's for me. And I know that, like, you know, I gotta listen to that one down there in the corner and my boyfriend, and you just go to the gym and do what you need to do and get back into what you used to do, So, you know, I ain't getting no surgery.
Yeah. Well, you remember like K. Michelle, she had some very adverse effects from her surgery where the procedure where she had like so many surgeries to kind of reduce some of the work that she had done, and where it was detrimental to her. Nayyir, what do you think? Mhm.
restructured.
Right.
She had to get a whole restructuring
Yeah.
because it's maintenance. You have to, like, it's maintenance. And a lot of those bras don't go to legitimate people either.
Right. Right.
So, and they go over yonder.
Overseas. Uh-huh.
You're not even in state. You know what I mean? Women
Right.
have died going to another country trying to get this done because it's cheaper.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Now, what do you think about this trend?
BBL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's. I guess it comes with its sets of advantages and disadvantages for those interested. But I'm with Lynia on this one. You know, I think it's more of a psychological issue, something that needs to be addressed versus some, you know, fixing your body. I think it's more of something that you probably have to address internally so that you don't, you know, put yourself in this type of danger, you know, health danger, so to speak. But again, I'm not walking in everybody's shoes. So I guess some people need this for confidence. Some people feel they need this type of a thing. I would be more concerned with the dangers of it, the dark side of it, more than anything, and figure out a way for me to get around some new people, a new support circle, and limit my Instagram feed to the right people who are doing things in a much more healthier way or wholesome way. But again, like I said, that's just me from the outside looking in. I've never had this conversation with anyone that I personally know. I've never wanted to do this myself. So I don't know much about it, but I do see it as a trend. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not attracted to that particularly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we were talking about social media, and when you were saying seeing these women post online, that's one of the reasons why Facebook and Instagram are under scrutiny, because they're saying that for younger women, them seeing those images, that's like they say it's like an addiction. It's like drinking, you know, smoking. It's an addiction to it's kind of like you're making yourself feel bad, but you're addicted to seeing those images at a young age. Chike, you from a medical standpoint, the fact that a doctor, there are several doctors that I've heard of that won't even do this, they won't take on this procedure. Should that make someone think twice before doing this?
So I would suggest, and it should be a part of the pre-surgery, that someone actually watches a surgery to see what actually happens. And I guarantee you, half of the people that want these type of surgeries wouldn't get them if they saw what a body looks like in the middle of surgery. I see it every day, and it looks like, you ever see a slab in the butcher house hanging from the hook? Mm-hmm. That's what the body looks like when it's laying on the table as they're dissecting you and cutting you up. And here are some things to think about. Going back to what you said, that you were surprised that Jada Pinkett-Smith was considering it. Mm-hmm. Jada Pinkett-Smith messes with her face. Yeah. I don't know if you've paid attention and you've seen her cheekbones, her jawline. That's not real. That's the injections. So if you would do the injections, you definitely would do the other stuff. Once you get on that path of plastic surgery, it's like getting tattoos. I mean, I know from firsthand, they're addictive. So that messing with your body and seeing those results in that instant gratification is addictive. But what they don't talk to you about, and what people don't mention, is the upkeep. You can't just do it and just be done here. With it. You just can't just do it and just be all right. You have to do upkeep. Toni Braxton had issues with her breasts. They were leaking. She had them removed twice, to the point where she just had them removed totally. There are several instances of people with leaking, and as you age, when you get things put in, the placement of your jaws and your cheekbones, as you age and your body changes naturally, those things shift. And that's why people start to look crazy. You see certain people, certain celebrities, while keep them nameless, you know, you have nostrils bigger than the other. You know, your nose is lopsided, or you have a crooked smile, or when you smile, one eye's bigger than the other. And it's because of these injections and surgeries that you're getting. You're dysmorphing yourself.
Yeah. I can never see myself volunteering to get surgery. Go ahead. Lynia.
Well, not a question, but I thought, which it doesn't seem like, I thought at one point in time, before you got any kind of major elective surgery like that, that you had to get some form of psychological assessment to determine, if you're doing this for.
Not if you're going to Colombia. They don't care about none of that.
That's
But also
They
too,
just want your
Lynia,
debit card.
that's true. But also, just like Nayyir said, for the love of money.
Yeah, I just thought that was that part was interesting because I watch Jesus, my 600-pound
Dr. Miami.
life.
Oh,
No, my 600-pound life, and those people on there, they expect for this doctor to give them this quick fix of getting this surgery, but he forces them to work before they even get approved for the surgery, and they're mad at him for forcing them to work. And then when they don't do what he told them to do, he's like, well, you ain't getting it. And they're furious, but he's like, this is not a quick fix. This is a lifestyle change. You have to do X, Y, and Z before I can even approve you. And even once I approve you, you still got to stay on track until you get to the surgery. And after the surgery, you still got to stay on track. Because once that stuff once that fat starts melting off, then we got to talk about skin removal. And people just don't understand, as much as you want it done, it's not a quick fix. So these fix the whole bodies, like it's temporary.
Yeah.
It's real temporary because you gotta maintain that. And most of these bras are just living off of that body. So what you gonna do as you get older?
Yeah.
Think about it like this. Your body is a miraculous machine, right? It heals itself and it always will try to resort back to its natural state. You don't think that your body's going to look at a foreign object in your body and try to expel it and try to resort back to its natural form, i.e. look at little Kim. I.e. have you seen Madonna's face lately? Have you looked at her?
Snatched.
Like, you have to just pay attention to people. They're just not, and you have to keep that up. So as time goes on, you start to change how you actually look. And I will say this. Tonight is the perfect night for us to be talking about this because we have fitness experts on the show. Anything that you want to do with your body, you can do by working out, physical fitness. And there are procedures for you to go get done that doesn't require a scalpel cutting your skin open. There's this thing that you can go get a butt where they take a suction cup and pull your butt. It's called body sculpting, and they pull your butt with suction cups over a period of time, and it redistributes the fat and it pushes it into another area. You don't have to get cut. There's alternatives, but everybody wants the quick fix. Instant gratification, Instagram, internet. Everybody wants it fast. Microwave.
Yeah. Be careful out there. All right, so Real Housewives of Atlanta. Last week it was announced that Cynthia Bailey, she announced that she won't be returning after 11 years. And then Portia Williams announced that she won't be returning after 10 years. And a lot of people thinking, where's this going to leave the show? Now, former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kim Zolciak's, her daughter Brielle, she thinks that the popular show should wrap it up now that the show's OGs are either gone or leaving. Last week alone, again, we talked about Cynthia and Portia, but she took to social media and she said, she's 24 years old. She said, She said, no Nene, no Kim, no Portia, no Phaedra. What's the point? Now, many of the fans did show that they understood her comments. Apparently, some gave her a hard time because she included her mother in that group. But the 24-year-old clapped back to the haters in defense of her mother. She said, everyone's so hot and bothered about me adding Kim as if she wasn't giving you drama, extraness, trashy, classy, funny one-liners for years. Please give credit where credit's due. Everyone knows Kim and loved her at one point, even if you don't anymore. Sour apple, bitter bitches. But apparently the criticism didn't stop because Brielle had to fire off again another tweet. She said, hey, I hate her too. Met her man, a good one at that. Glow up, had a hell of babies, lives in a beautiful home, is successful, et cetera, et cetera. I smell the jealousy. So there have been rumors about who's supposed to be joining the new cast, including one of Akon's wives. I didn't know he had more than one, but one of his wives will be joining the cast, and some other names. Do you think? I'll start with you, Chike. Do you think because this show, they've had such a long, the cast have been there so long for the most part, especially like some of those OGs. Do you think it can recover, essentially almost like a new show if you don't include Candy, Marlo, and whoever else? What do you think?
So I look at it like this. It's about time. It's about time. They've been around for a long time. It's not my cup of tea anymore. I used to watch it in the beginning. Yeah, I outgrew it. I've matured. So I don't watch that anymore. However, I do believe that it's time for some new blood. Why is it not possible that a new breed, comes in and they get the success that the former cast members have? Why not pass the baton? That's how it happens in life. You pass the baton.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think a show like this can recover with some of their biggest stars leaving?
Absolutely. Of course, it'll be a new generation of fans, a new generation of supporters. Those people, the legacy team, they'll still have their fans and they'll probably show up and pop up here and there. But yeah, easy to do when business is business and marketing is marketing. Easy to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and Portia, by the way, has another show coming out on Bravo. I think it's later this month about her family. So that'll be interesting because she has a whole storyline with her new fiance that was another former castmate's husband at the time when she joined. So I guess they'll talk about that. Lynia, what do you think about this change up?
Those type of shows are not my thing. I just don't like seeing women of color act a complete and utter fool, and then you're friends, fake friends, whatever that is. I don't like to see it because it's phony. So I mean, you can pass the baton. You can, because they can always come back for reunion shows like they do, and chime in and tap in. They could come and be a surprise guest. They're not going to lose their fan base. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're moving on and you're introducing a set of new wives. And I think, Akon got about 4 of them, but nobody knows which one is the real one because 2 of them are fighting because she's like, I didn't know that was his wife. And, so he got a lot going on. So I guess his wives would be a good pick.
Right. That's true. Well, we'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, find out why Congresswoman Nayyir Presley thinks that wigs should be covered by Medicare. Right back after this.
Yeah.